Rashawn. Hey, how's everything going? This is Trent Daniel. This is our first time ever meeting. We've never met face to face, so we'll just consider this our first face to face meeting. I just wanted to take a few minutes to talk to you guys before you start your day. Now, I told Rashawn you guys need to watch this on Saturday, so hopefully you're doing that. And what I'm going to be talking to you about is based on some of the conversations I had with her the other night. Okay, the first thing that you guys have got to remember, okay. The beauty about network marketing is it is the only business model that truly gives you a chance to prove to yourself who you really are, okay? Network marketing is a business that is all about relating to people, okay? It's not about selling products. It's not about driving big cars and living in big houses. All those are byproducts for people who are successful, but network marketing compels you to be excellent, okay? And so what you guys have to do is you have to make the decision right now that you are going to adhere to a standard of personal and professional excellence, okay? Now, let's talk about what happens when you do that. First of all, there are negative forces that are always at work. So you've got positive forces here, you've got negative forces right here. And so when the positive forces move this way, the negative forces move this way, and they're always in a constant battle, and that's what happens in our lives every single day. When you guys made the decision to have more in your lives and to do more and to be more and to build this business, those negative forces then started to push against that, and that's why Rashawn went out there the next day and talked to those people at the post office and at church or wherever and got her head blown off, okay? Because negative people are going to challenge your beliefs and your concepts, okay? So what you guys have to do is just remember this. If you fail in this business, it's your fault. It's not the people you talk to's fault. It's not the product's fault. It's not the company's fault. It is 100% on you, okay? And if you learn to have that kind of conversation with yourself, you won't let yourself be second best. You won't let yourself be really a loser, okay? You will let yourself be whatever it is that you want to be. You have to always stay and be in a position of empowerment. Now, let's talk about something that Rashawn mentioned the other day, Kenny, that you were going to come home and you were going to get up this morning and you were going to study. Okay, and you're going to study the software and study the business and study these things so you'll be able to effectively communicate when you go out in the streets. Well, the problem with that is that will create a condition called paralysis through analysis, okay? And what paralysis through analysis means is that you're never going to know everything, okay? And so if you try to put the pressure on yourself of knowing as much as you can so you can answer the hard questions, guess what? You don't even know what those questions are. So you have no idea what to really focus on, okay? This is all new to you. What you need to understand is that network marketing companies, organizations are not built off of knowledge of product, okay? It's necessary once you become a leader. And once you start to move forward, yes, you're going to have to know the product, you're going to have to know the business, but the best way to learn is through experience, okay? Don't get on the web and try to read everything in the website, because when you go out into the streets and you try to communicate to people, will really regurgitate all over people stuff that you think you learned from the internet, it's not going to be successful, and it's not going to ring genuine, and it's not going to ring true, and people are going to be able to detect that you're trying to feed them a script as opposed to talking from a sense of emotion and having fun. Here's what I mean. If you guys go see a movie, okay, and it's really, really good, and you go tell someone about the movie, do you go through the fact, well, it was written by this person, and the key grip was this person, and it was directed by this person, and it was filmed in Toronto, Canada? You don't go through all that. What you do is you strictly go off of your emotion and your excitement about what you saw. That's what you need to learn to master in this business, is focus on the enthusiasm of why you're a part of the business. Do not have a conversation, let people back you into a corner by asking you a bunch of questions, because to be honest with you, negative people will ask you questions because they want to disempower you, not because they really are interested and they want more information, okay? They just want to prove to you that you don't know what you're talking about. They want to make you feel stupid. So what you do, the way you counter that, is that you play right into it. Hey, I don't know. Master the art of saying, I don't know. Well, what does the software do? You know what? I don't know. I loaded it onto my computer and I put our information into it, but I really haven't gotten into it because I've been so focused on working on building this $10,000 a month in income. I'm excited. Well, what does the business credit, do? How do you get approved for credit without your social, without your Social Security number? Yeah, I don't know. But what I do know is that I did put the software on my desktop and I'm using it, but I've been so focused on setting ourselves on making this $10,000 a month, and I do know that the business is so easy, I don't have to know everything in order to build it. You see, now you're having a conversation that people can't make you feel like an idiot. And that's exactly what happened the other day, is those negative people who want to see Rashawn fail. And I don't care if they're church members. Church members are some of the most jealous, hateful people there are. But they really want to see her fail. Now, it's not because they go home every night and they put her picture on a dartboard and they throw darts and you too, Kenny, and say, well, I want you guys to fail. It's not that. It's just that people who know you are not comfortable seeing you in any different light. So when you say that you're a passionate, aggressive business owner who's ready to make $10,000 plus or more a month, they're not used to seeing that. They know all your history. They know you sit in this place at church and you sing these songs and you do this. And so people know your business. So what you need to do in order to be successful, guys, is that you need to absolutely forget about people you know. Forget about them. Because it's hard to live into a conversation that makes you feel powerful with people who know your history, especially family members, okay? Church folks too, all right? So the thing is, don't focus on the few that you know, because realistically, we all maybe know 30 or 40 people, and 5 of them we probably know very well. So that's not enough to even get you to making $1,000 a month in this business. But look at all the people, Kenny and Rashawn, that you don't know. Look at the whole world that is out there, okay? Now, once you shift your focus to who you don't know as opposed to who you do know, you first of all got to get over your hang up of talking to new people, okay? Initiating dialogue. When we were kids, it was so easy for us to walk up and talk to strangers. I remember I got beat a whole bunch of times by my mom and dad because I'd walk up to strangers and just start talking about stuff, okay? Well, you know, as we get older, we kind of teach ourselves not to interact and engage with other people, okay? But that's not a good thing. It's a bad thing, all right? So what you do is you stay focused on all the people you don't know. Now, how do you have conversation with strangers? It's quite simply this, okay? All you have to do is walk up to a stranger and say, my name is Rashawn, or my name is Kenny. We are partners in a software company that is going nationwide. We are part owner in this business, and what we are out today is looking for quality people, looking for people with talent. Now think about that. How many people are going to have a problem with you walking up to them with that thing? Because what you're doing, you're empowering them first, you see? You're having a conversation with them by giving them a compliment. You're not trying to sneak up and figure out which way to small talk them to get into the eventual conversation or getting them to be in an MLM. No. You are business owners and you're out looking for talent. You're looking for quality people who would have an interest in going into business with you in order to earn a 6-figure a year income. You see, that's the way you want to have conversation with people, because then that puts you in the driver's seat and that keeps you in the driver's seat. Even if they start asking a question or two, now here's the part. You're always busy. You got to get to the next person, okay? You're out here today in the mall or wherever specifically looking for people, but you can't take a lot of time to talk to one person because you're on a hunt for the best of the best, you see? It's just like if Steven Spielberg told you, hey guys, I want you to go out and recruit 1,000 people for my next movie. And you've got to talk to each one of them, and he gives you a specific kind of personality that he wants in those people. You're not going to have time to sit down and talk for 30 minutes with one person. All you're going to have time to do is put a business card in their hand and get their name and their phone number and let them know that you will call them back to talk more about the opportunity that you have for them. That will totally eliminate any of this crap that you went through this week as far as people trying to disempower you by asking you questions. The reason you failed, Rashawn, is because you allowed people you were talking to put you in a position that was not one of strength and of authority, okay? And you could have easily won that battle with those people by saying, I don't know. I don't need to know what the software does specifically, how the red button works when I punch it. All I need to know is that the software is going nationwide and I can make $10,000 a month more in income by being affiliated with the company. You see, you always answer those questions with I don't know. So when you're talking to strangers, typically they're not going to really try to grill you and ask you a lot of questions. People who know you do that because they're trying to disempower you. But strangers are kind of flattered that you talk to them. And you might spend 5 or 10 minutes just kind of casually chatting with them and stuff like that. But you always want to be busy. You guys got to always be on the move because that keeps you from getting into a position where someone can disempower you. Now, after you've done that, you need to master the art of follow-up. Follow-up is quite simply this. You call the person back within 1 day. You remind them of who you are, and you say, I'd like to give you more information about our business opportunity, but instead of me emailing something over to you, I'd like to